How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a brand new video. Today on Ruffle Plays, we're going to be taking a look and counting down the top 10 Pokemon Rom Hacks of 2021. Now, Rom Hacks are only playable on emulators, so these are games that are made specifically for emulators, which means you can play it on PC, Android, and whatnot. So, sit back, relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's count down. Starting things off is going to be Pokemon Resolute. Now, this was created by 1158, a creator, who basically put together a new game where you can take on the destiny of the Ceylon region. Now, this is a new region, and also the game includes new gyms, of course, which makes sense if you have a brand new region. It's got 3 regions in particular in this one. You've got Ceylon, Tyron, and Johto is included as well. And also, this is a completed game. It's got also battle departments, a place for trainers from all around the world to fight, so you can meet different ones. Some 4th and 5th generation Pokemon are included. This is, of course, a ROM hack specifically of, I think, Generation 3, so, you know, it's going to include all of those Pokemon in there. And about 33 6th generation Pokemon as well, and 5 Pokemon from the 7th generation are included as well, with some new tiles as well to make the game world actually seem a bit better, as well as, of course, Mega Evolution, and they do also have Vulpix and Ninetales Alolan forms included as well. But the history of the game goes like this. Logan, or Alma, depending on who you choose, is a coach living in Cedar City. One day, Professor Avery asks him, or her, to find a record of data on every Pokemon that Logan and the Alma characters are going to encounter. He will then travel throughout the region with his best friend Elijah, and this is more or less what's going to be going on. The game has got its own unique story, and if you want a bit of a twist, then this might be the ROM hack for you. Pokemon Ordering Chaos. This is another fully completed Pokemon game. This one was made by Easy Bake Studios, who's your creator of this one. In this case, you got yourself a new region, new history, and also some spicy adult content in there, making it a little bit more, you know, for the older fans, if that is what you want to say. Also, the game does include Fakemon, so if you're not a fan of Fakemon, you may not like it. Now, if you don't know what Fakemon are, it's basically fan-made Pokemon that are included here that are not original made ones. But the game has got its own custom Pokemon and more than 30 hours of gameplay for you to enjoy. And of course, the game kind of starts off with Year Zero. A prophecy is made that if the region falls into chaos once again, a 15-year-old chosen one with the surname of his province will rule and free the land from evil. And then you get to kind of go into the future of this like world and kind of explore and try to solve this problem and stop the chaos from actually taking place. So yeah, that's more or less Pokemon Ordering Chaos. Then we have Pokemon Dark Fire. Now, this is a classic. Now, this one is, unfortunately, I think not fully completed just yet. It's still in beta, but it is playable right now, and it's still being developed. But this is made by Carl and Ray, and it features quite a lot of different things. You've got a new region to explore, of course, completely personalized music, so they actually made custom music for this one, and also 7th generation combat mechanics, so you've got, you know, Gen 7 basically combat, right? Wild double fights, so you got wild double battles out there in the wild, kind of similar to the SOS battles, give or take, something along those lines. You got beautiful combat backgrounds, they made their own custom ones. You got gyms replaced by tournaments instead, so making it feel a bit more like, I guess, Sword and Shield. You also have the experience for catching Pokemon, so if you catch a Pokemon, you still get experience points instead of just, you know, getting nothing. You've got a Dizzy X amazing combat engine, so if you don't know what that is, just one of the developers out there. You got a kind of a dark story in the game to make it a little bit more, like, you know, just a little bit more dark and edgy, so to say. You got infinite uses of, you know, TMs and whatnot. You've got the updated 252 EVs, and just loads more stuff. And the game itself is kind of a bit of a strange one. They kind of like have like Pokemon that act strange lately. Some even run away from their trainers entirely. Others just won't respond to their coach's orders. Something is happening and scientists are trying to figure it out. Now, play the game if you want to find out more about that. Next, we have Pokemon Nameless version. Now, Pokemon Nameless is essentially created by 1158, I think as well here in this case, but 1158 basically put this one together, and this one features the Cyan region, also the Western Tyron region, which is connected to the previous games we mentioned, and the CT Landy Islands. Now, this basically game features Pokemon from the 4th to the 8th generation of Pokemon. So you've got some Sword and Shield Pokemon in here. You've got Mega Evolutions as well. No gyms, however, as battle arenas are replaced by, you know, gyms, I guess, or gyms are replaced by battle arenas, more or less. There is no Pokemon League in the Cyan region. The tournament replaces essentially the Cyan League, more or less. You can decide when to challenge a Cyan tournament yourself, so you can just take it on whenever you feel like it. They also, like, kind of requires a bit of skills for you to actually get in there. You have to try to learn as many skills as possible in the game to make your way around. And also, the game is kind of half open world. After the Shattered Town event, you actually have the ability to just enjoy this kind of half open world Pokemon ROM hack, which is kind of incredible. And you can actually decide when to start with the main story. So you don't need to go into the main story straight away. You can just go around and explore a bit before that. But basically, this one takes place 12 years ago in the Altena, the general of the Velo Empire, had to leave her country with her daughter Cronia, and basically you get to play as this character, and it's kind of a unique little story, so definitely take a look at it if you want to. Next is Pokemon Blue Legend. Now, Blue Legend is gonna take place in the Hoenn region. Kind of, not really. Basically, this is a future version of the Hoenn region where you get to play as Brendan or May, but instead of going and traveling through the Hoenn region, you actually go and travel to Kanto and Johto region with fully renovated maps and stuff to just make them look different and more unique with custom designed graphics. Also, brand new events and adventures for you to experience with basically new and old characters. So you get to go take on these other regions, these Kanto and Johto, regions in this case, that have been sort of revamped with different stories and elements happening in them, but still playing as Brendan or May, with even characters from that region, the Hoenn region, appearing again. Also, there are basically like this smart day system, so day and night system, where the game is going to change from night and day, and of course that means that different Pokemon will show up as well, so you might enjoy that. Also, the game has remade music, Pokemon music from like the most recent generation and even more, so if you like custom Pokemon music, this might be one. Pokemon Scythe is next. Now, this one takes place in kind of a similar space as another series of Pokemon Rom Hacks and whatnot, but basically this one takes place years after the events of Shadows of Almia. So if you haven't played that one, guess go play that. But basically, an evil organization will attempt to obtain the Dark Crystal. Your mission will be to stop them. That's more or less what you're doing. This one is made by Vitron, by the way, and here is some of the features it has. A completely new region to explore, the Cullen region, a part of Hoenn to explore in the post-game, Pokemon Black and White 2's soundtrack, which is fantastic, by the way. Also, Black and White inspired art style to make it look a bit more modern. Updated game mechanics like physical special split, status split, fairy type reusable TMs, Pokemon, moves and abilities and items from later generations, experience after catching a Pokemon, etc. All that is included. Also, you got side stairs and also a new, or side missions rather, sorry, not stairs, side missions, and a new evil team to eliminate, Team Void in this case. You got also updated battle backgrounds to make the game look a little bit more interesting. You also got like a new market user interface, basically just a new interface, UI more or less, and also a day-night cycle for this one as well. But yeah, if you might enjoy, if you enjoy the story of, I guess, like Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia, you might enjoy this as a kind of a continuation of that one. So yeah, enjoy this if you want to. So next up is gonna be one of the biggest and best Pokemon ROM hacks I've ever seen, Pokemon Sovereign of Skies, or Pokemon Sovereign of Skies. This one in this case is actually incredible. So the story of this one goes as following. The balance of the world is about to be shaken. While the mighty guardians of Amity can no longer leave their strongholds, the sacred shards of Celestis are stolen by cold hands of Team Tundra. Find out what this is all about and how a simple trainer suddenly carries the fate of a world in their unique adventure. Now, this is a really awesome Pokemon ROM hack that is so unique. The graphics are incredible, just the style of the game is incredible, the story is insane, and I honestly kind of want to do a let's play of this one. But basically, here's what some of the features are. All Pokemon up to Generation 7 are included. Mega evolutions, as well as Mega developments and protomorphosis are included, which is incredible. Completely new designs, tile sets, and overworld sprites, as well as interface and sprites are included. New battle engine follows the example of Generation 7. New music, so brand new soundtrack. Adjustable difficulty, day and night cycle. Certain actions of the antagonist have actual visible consequences. So there are consequences to the choices you make. And the arena ladders, or guardians, are now part of the story. So that's what you got right there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the coolest games you will see this year. Definitely check out Pokemon Sovereign of Skies because it is actually a really cool game. It looks amazing, and it generally is just a very different ROM hack, so definitely give it a try. Next is Pokemon Dreary. Now, Pokemon Dreary is a 100% completed Pokemon game, but what is it all about? Well, it's kind of a short story about a troubled Kanto region. Essentially, you get to journey through Kanto and uncover mysterious phenomena, but more importantly, you get to go to the Indigo Plateau while you still have the chance, right? Something's happening. What's going on? Well, basically, the features of this game are pretty straightforward. They want to give you a short story focus, like a short adventure, not a long story, not a long series, just a short little fun adventure that's kind of in a single package. They're also basically nearly all the original 151 Pokemon are available. You have the ability to sleep in beds in this game. You get to start from the last save on death, so there is possible, you might die in this one. You got intelligent enemy AI, so they will be smart when they battle you. Might be a hard game. Modern Pokemon specs, so you got the physical special split in there. You got convenient repel system to make it easier for you, and a custom soundtrack. And the game actually looks pretty great. I mean, sure, it's running in that Fire Red engine and just using those kind of graphics, but hey, this one's offering you a unique mystery and story that you get to enjoy. So definitely give it a try, I would guarantee. Next up is Pokemon Silver 97 Reforged. Now, what is this? Well, basically, this is a reimagined version of the 1997 Pokemon Silver demo that was kind of leaked a while back. This was from, like, I don't remember what it was called again, but it was this weird event where basically they had a demo of Pokemon Silver and Gold. And this is more or less a recreation by Pokemon Crystal 97 and Team Reforged to put it together into a playable game. What do you have in this one? Well, you can rematch with gym battles, you know, like gyms and whatnot. You got room decorations, new soundtrack, and like loads of other mechanics also introduced. All catchable Pokemon that were available back then, as well as like the weird versions of certain Pokemon. Female character to play as, so you don't need to just play as Ethan in this case. Improved difficulty curve, and also modified movesets to make certain Pokemon more usable or more logical. But basically, you get to go explore the Johto region more or less, right? Go to Johto, explore it, and in this case, also, it's a bit of a twisted version of Silver. It's like, you know, it's kind of its own little take on it, right? So it might not be exactly Johto. It might be a little different, but hopefully you will enjoy it. So definitely give it a try if you want to. And finishing off this list is going to be Pokemon GS Chronicles. This is a fantastic Pokemon game. This is more or less a recreation of the original Pokemon, more or less Crystal, right? It's a remake of Crystal, but what is new about this one? Well, they have a slightly renewed storyline that respects the essence of the original game. So there's a bit of a new storyline with changes, right? Also, new characters and events and locations added to the story to make it even more enjoyable. Also, this, by the way, game is in the Fire Red Leaf Green engine type stuff, right? So it's not actually based on, well, the other option in this case, which would be, you know, like basing it on literal Hard Gold Soul Silver, which would be a DS ROM hack, which are harder to make. Instead, you get to experience the same graphics from a DS game, but on a Game Boy game, so it's fantastic. Either way, the region is recreated in the style of the Nintendo DS remakes, with included soundtrack, introduction of Mega Evolutions to the original story, day and night system with events based on it, introducing some 4th, 5th, 6th generation Pokemon, along with new movesets, as well as items for them, some unreleased ones, and also physical special split move division, so, you know, you got like that Gen 4 stuff in there, new mechanics to replace, like, you know, HMs, and new puzzles and minigames, and loads of other surprises for you to enjoy and take a look at. Honestly, this is one of the coolest games ever. If you love Johto, you will love Pokemon GS Chronicles. It is definitely a worthwhile game to check out and give a try. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. My name has been Rgreywind. Thank you for checking out this channel. Thank you for checking out this video. Next one we're doing is probably going to be top 10 Pokemon fan games. Either way, I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.